Yeah. Hey man, y'all know what this is. This is all wins, zero losses. Listen, I got my gang in the building tonight, man. Y'all know who I am. Speak Nate, aka Maxwell Ice, aka the dark skinned guy, aka Don't Play With Me.
Oh, it's your boy. Big time C Jizzle. Two arm gang back. I told y'all when I back, I was gonna have the glasses right, you know? It's on you.
Yeah, the one and only Xavier. I go by X. Y'all know who I am. Glad to be here. You know, speak some knowledge to everybody today.
Yeah, hey, listen, man. If you ain't gave yourself a round of applause, we're gonna give one for you. So listen, man. Y'all kind of know what we do here. You know what I'm saying? All wins, zero losses podcast, man. We keep it 100. We talk about life, love, relationships, friendships, what's going on in the world today. We just talk about it all, man. And it's good to have my brother C Jizzle back in the building. It's good to have my brother X back. This is first time on the show, but not his last time on the show. So listen, man, they kind of know what I've been up to, man. So y'all just go ahead and let the world know what y'all been up to, man, so we can get the show popping. It's one of y'all take over. Oh, before we start, my man X thought it was a good idea to bring something to drink, and we're not talking about Gatorade. Now, I'm not sure what this is, but what I can tell you is ooh-wee is all I can tell you.
Let me show y'all something.
Hey, you heard that? You heard that? Now listen, if you the owner of that, and you see this, yeah, hit us up with the sponsorship. You know what I'm saying? We'll take that.
That's good.
What did he say? Take that. Hey, but listen, man, y'all go ahead and introduce yourself. Kind of let us know what y'all been up to, man, so we can get it popping.
Go ahead, you start
Well, you know, man, I know I was here with you just recently, so.
For sure.
You know, I've just been, of course, trying to keep my head above water. You know what I mean? It's a crazy year. 2020 definitely had a big effect on everyone. It took everybody out, and we all were in the same boat. And 2021 is now here, and we're all trying to recover, trying to get our head back, trying to get our lives back, trying to kind of find the new norm and get back to, happiness and finding ourselves. So, I'm just doing the same thing. You know what I mean? I'm doing the same thing, trying to find healthy relationships, romantically, as far as people I surround myself with and around. So, that's where I'm at right now. Trying to, of course, expand myself, make as much money as possible. I think we all trying to do that. So, absolutely. So, happiness is the goal. Success is the goal.
Always.
That's what's up.
Y'all know me, man. I'm over here just trying to raise these kids, trying to plan this wedding,
Yeah.
Just recently
Congratulations.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
Just recently had a birthday party for my youngest son. Surprised everybody being in a halfway engagement party. One of my grooms and right there, Nye over there. You feel me? X know he invited to the wedding.
I'm gonna be there.
I'm just trying to stay, like he said, head above water.
Man, I love it, man. And it's a blessing, man. I show up, man. Listen, you showing me love and wanting me to be a groomsman. But you know what's crazy though? I'm a groomsman in like 11 weddings in the next 2 years. So that's a blessing. Kind of let me know what kind of friend I've been to everybody and the love that's being shown. So it's definitely a blessing. So listen, I'm gonna jump right in the mix, man.
Let's go.
Right in the mix. So, first question. Say that your woman used to date a guy. He got a nude picture of her. He had a nude picture drawing of her in his house, on the wall. Is it okay if she wants that picture to hang up in your home? It sounded just like you think it is. Exactly why.
It's a picture of her, or
It's a picture of her.
Naked.
Nude. He had the picture drawing.
It's her ex.
It's her ex.
Neither one of them died. Neither one of them had that shit.
No, can she? What if she wants the picture and wants to hang it up in your house?
Then he can't have it.
But you gonna let her take the picture and hang it up in your house?
No, I don't. If he had it, if he was the one that took the picture and getting that shit blown up, with no, he doesn't.
All right. Well, so this is a picture of her
It's a picture of her.
that her ex has made or had made for her.
No, he made it for himself.
He made it for himself. All right. But she just so happy has a copy.
No, she doesn't have a copy.
So how they get in contact? First of all, why are they back in contact? I'm thinking about.
He said they never should have been talking in person.
Why are they back in contact to know he has a picture
Talk
of
your
it?
shit. Well, listen. When they was together, she knew about the picture. She knew about the picture, but they're no longer together no more.
Okay.
So she has talked to the sons, and the sons are 20, 17. So they also see the picture because it's hanging up in the house.
It's a picture of mom's.
No, it's not their mom.
Oh, whose sons is
His son. The dude's son.
It's the dude's son.
Yeah, it's the dude's son. So the question is it okay? First of all, to even be talking to them about this, and then wanting the picture in your house. So yeah.
Go ahead, you explain.
Absolutely not. I mean, you can't. Nah.
Especially if if we're talking about the woman I'm with now, hell no.
Any relationship.
Nah, it's just different. I care less with some other women. It's different like that.
But if you care, I mean, I'm just saying. Okay, you care less. But if it's a serious relationship,
I mean, if it's serious in general, if you feel any type of seriousness, then nah, it's not acceptable.
why would I want a picture of because the visual is what another man. My question is this.
You know me, I go all the
Well,
way
my
out.
question is this. Listen, you would have to be naked for somebody to draw the picture.
Oh, it's one of those pictures.
You would have to be. You think?
So it's like, okay.
I would have to have a naked picture of you to have somebody draw it of you, right?
Right. If it's one of those pictures, absolutely. You know, if it's one of those pictures, I definitely think that it's inappropriate. You know what I mean? Because how that picture came across, the intention and the intention behind that picture and the purpose behind it at that point is not to be shared. You know what I mean? That was his property. That was his.
My point is like, if he is,
Yeah.
he keep that shit.
Yeah.
I don't want it in my house.
I don't even want it in that nigga house.
I mean, at this point.
But
Yeah, but that goes
but
with
I can't
control.
control.
I
I
know,
know, but I know what y'all saying.
I mean, I get what you're saying.
I get that back.
Yeah.
She's not yours no more, so that come too. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah, I mean.
But I mean, we only control what we control. So I understand what you're saying.
And I'm, for me, it's just keeping it real. Like, I'm good.
But it can't be in my house.
Nah, it can't be in my house, regardless of you wanted to put it in storage, but you ain't bringing it in my house.
Yeah.
And you tell me I got to look at a naked picture of you
That somebody else.
that somebody else had,
Made for you.
made for you or made for himself, or whatever. I don't want it.
You can have it put in storage. I definitely understand you put it in storage. Behind the principle, where this probably came from, and the intentions behind it, nah, it can't be in my house.
Yeah,
But
big facts.
you know,
So, I mean, let's even transition into this. I would like to know from you guys, because I got my own opinion about this. What's wrong with modern women? What's wrong with today's women? 2021. Like, why are there so many amazing women single?
Because they want to hold a man's role.
Facts. That's one of the ones I have. I think a lot of women today want to
That's
wear the
big.
pants instead of the skirt.
That's a big one. I definitely gotta agree. You know, y'all know I'm big single, so I've been out here dating and I've been out here getting to know ladies. And one of the things that I've come to recently understand is a lot of times that these women, they were forced to put the pants on. You know what I mean? So what happens because they were forced to be independent, they were forced to be strong, whether they have kids or don't have kids, as far as chasing careers or not. When they do find a man that is a good man or trying to provide and give them the things that men should be providing, giving queens, it's hard for them to yield and to allow men to take that role
They push
half
him
the
away.
time. They push him away. Half the time because they don't trust that he's going to do it properly, or they don't want to give him respect and allow and are able to be submissive in that role of themselves.
Or how about this? Maybe, just maybe, that they pick so many bad men that they don't know how to pick a good one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like, there's so many women that want us to be like, oh, y'all should be like the grandpas back in the day.
Right.
Y'all should be, and this is my thing when I hear women say this. Okay, you want us to be like our grandpas back in the day? Well, I want you to be like Big Mama back in the day. Cook, clean, very supportive, very respectful, submissive, and all those things. You can't have one and not want the other.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Everything a man gives should be reciprocated, and vice versa. You can't wear the pants but also want to be the woman. You know what I'm saying? You can't wear the pants and want to be the woman as well. You want me to be romantically involved with you. You want me to love you unconditionally. You want me to be faithful, but on the back end, you want to tell me what to do. You want to tell me where I can and can't go, who I can and I can't talk to.
Right.
Absolutely not. We got to meet, I think a lot of the things, we got to meet somewhere in the middle. I don't want to give you 50% of me. If I got 1 foot and 1 foot out, there's another woman, I guarantee you that. So I got to give you 110%, and I expect for that in return. Now, if you can't get that to me, I'm cool with that. We can be honest and say, I'm not ready for this. But I think a lot of women are jumping in relationships that they're not ready for. You know what I mean? And then on the back end of that, talk about, men ain't shit. No, it could be just the men that you choosing ain't shit.
I can add on top of it, but there's also, in the same perspective, there's also women that want to really be loved and they just choose to just jump into a relationship with any man.
Absolutely.
So they know what they want, but they will go through anybody to get it.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And they do that. And then what happens, they have a bad experience. And what happens, they lump in that bad experience with every man and apply it to every man when they're making bad decisions on the men that they choose.
Because let's just keep it a buck. I mean, we made some bad decisions in women too.
Absolutely.
Well,
100%.
we recognize that. You know what? That wasn't a good relationship for me. I didn't choose her because of her soul. I didn't choose her because she was a nice person. I chose her because her ass was fat. Let's just keep it 100.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Stop it.
Like, I didn't choose her because I seen the sparkle in her eyes.
Right.
I choose her because I heard from somebody else.
That she got the best head on the block.
Big facts.
Good stuff. Right.
Like, we also have put ourselves in bad positions with women, but we don't hold that against women. We don't say, oh, a lot of us don't be running around and talking about, man, all women ain't shit. Nah, because we know that's not true. Because we've also experienced good women.
Right.
But we wasn't ready.
Right. No, really.
You know what I'm saying?
Really.
Some of us have lost not one good woman, but multiple.
Due to not being ready.
Due to not being ready and
Making
still
bad
wanting to play
mistakes.
that game.
Right. Absolutely.
100%
100.
And at the end of the day, I think for a lot of us men, we do put ourselves in position to lose good women, but we don't mind changing to find the woman that's for us. We don't mind changing. And the men that don't change, they don't find good women. And they settle for this woman, that woman, 2, 3 baby mamas. You know what I'm saying? Women? Come on, man.
They'll go through a few to find out.
And my thing is this, like, how many men you know is looking for a woman with 3, 4 children? Let's just be clear.
Unless he got 3, 4 himself, not really.
Exactly.
Not a lot.
Not a lot.
Right.
So the options be real. The options be real small.
Pickings be slim.
The pickings be slim. So I tell a woman, like, sometimes you really gotta chill, because regardless of how you look and how you move, some men ain't willing to take on you and your kids. A man ain't trying to come in and play stepdaddy.
Right.
Especially if he ain't got none. So now I gotta deal with not only do I have to come in and provide for your children, but you might have some baby daddy drama, and I gotta deal with him. A lot come with this shit. So I tell people all the time, like, be careful what you ask for, be careful what you want, because these relationships, I mean, you finna get married, bro. Like, that's serious.
That take a lot of work.
It takes a lot of work.
And I still got shit I gotta work on.
So my question for that is, where do you, okay, so you're a fiance right now.
Yes.
Before you were a boyfriend. So we see how the titles change, right?
Yeah.
When you become a husband, do you feel like things really change drastically, or do they remain the same?
To me, I would be lying to you to say that it wouldn't change, but I would, because I had to keep a lot more of her feelings. Like, I had to like think about her a lot more now, because she shares my last name.
Big facts.
I can't just do everything I want to do at them late times, or just, oh, I'm going, I'm about to go somewhere. No, I have to really, hey, baby, I'm about to go somewhere. Cool with you? You good? You got the kids? Shit, I got to think about a lot of shit, a lot of stuff more now that when she has my last name. Because everything is gonna be together. Everything is us. It ain't no me. It ain't no you. It's together.
Yeah, big facts.
And I want to say, I respect that response. I really appreciate and respect that response, because you're acknowledging and know that the work's not done.
Right.
You know, it's more that you got to do. You know what I mean? And it only gets harder from here. So that response I respect. You know what I mean? I really like that response.
And you know, I was married for 10 years. You know what I'm saying? And I can honestly tell you, like, for me, I got married at a time where I wasn't ready to be married. You know what I'm saying? Not saying I didn't love her or I didn't want to be her husband. I knew what a husband was, but I didn't know how to be one. You feel me? Like, we watch people who are married, but when you get married, it's different. You know what I'm saying? I thought, that's why I asked you the question, because I thought that, you know, I'm getting married. I've been with this woman for this long.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm just transitioning into a husband. Nah, a lot of things change.
Right.
We transitioned into husband and wife, not boyfriend and girlfriend.
You get everything. You get mail together. You get
like
you get everything.
we investing with each other. We raising children together. We doing all these things. You know what I'm saying? And I was still out here playing the field. So I was married, but I was single.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, them two don't never mix.
Right.
Especially when you're an athlete and you got the picking of whatever you want to do or whoever you want. You know what I mean? And like I said, for me, in my situation, I knew what a husband was, but I didn't know how to be one. And I always chalk that up to immaturity and selfishness. You know what I mean? Being selfish will definitely ruin a marriage. Being arrogant will ruin a marriage. And not reciprocating the love that you getting will ruin a marriage.
Absolutely.
So now when I speak on it, I'm so inspired by, you know, guys getting married, man. I think love is a beautiful thing, you know what I mean? I see so many people kind of going through it, and I tell, if you can work it out, work it out. Because what's on the other side of that?
Nothing.
Like you said, the pickings are slim.
Right.
And who wants to start over?
Man,
With somebody new. Could you see yourself how long have you been with sis?
Almost 9 years.
Like, could you see yourself starting over with somebody new after having children with this
Not
woman?
even close.
You know what I'm saying? So it puts you in a position to where, you know what, man, I gotta get my shit together as a man. And even in your singleness,
oh man.
like, being single, I know you don't see yourself being by yourself ever.
Nah. I actually thought, you know, I was gonna be married already. You know what I mean? So that was something I expected was gonna happen. I already expected to be in that role, you know.
I never thought I'd get married.
See? So it's funny how that works out.
Though when I was young, when I got my heart broken early as a young kid, falling in love at 16, she leave me for other dude. I'm thinking it's over with.
Yeah.
He was done.
All the way up until I met my fiance now at 20 years old. I was bullshit. I didn't take nothing serious. I don't know what it was about her that made me take it serious, but I just knew once I got her, I was done.
You know, I feel like a lot of the times, like, you know, we underestimate ourselves. You know what I mean? I think a lot of the times we be so scared to fall in love after we've been hurt. I told myself that too. I would never get married again. And then I started thinking about it. Do I really want to be out here in these streets and be for everybody? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Do I really want to risk a STD? Do I really want to risk having a child with a woman I'm not going to marry? Do I really want to risk dying alone? Absolutely not. I want to come home to be able to rub on something when I get home, back rubs, a great meal, going to the movies, giving flowers, you know what I'm saying? Like, I enjoy stuff like that, you know what I mean? But it ain't for everybody.
Right.
I'm gonna give y'all one more thing. Well, my dad said the funniest shit to me. He said the reason I fell in love, me and my girl been together so long, because I had a perfect example in him. A perfect example of what not to do. Because my pops got 14, well now I just found out he had a 14th kid.
Wow.
He said he was the perfect example of a bad example. That's his words.
So learning is half the battle.
Exactly. He said I always told people, because growing up, when I started having sex, my dad had already had what 12 kids. So I was like, I'm good. I don't want to have that many kids.
So speaking on that, speaking on that, like, how old were you guys when you first had sex?
Me?
Just anybody. Like, how old were y'all?
The first time I had sex and like legitimately had sex.
Like vaginal sex.
Yeah, vaginal sex. You know what I mean?
Sex.
It was real sex, legitimate. Getting it in. I was 13. 13 was the first time. Yeah, I had no business doing what I was doing.
Crazy.
And it is. But you want to know what? I was raised. I had older cousins. You know what I mean? So I had older cousins, and I grew up with my older cousins.
Can I listen? I'm just asking.
You know what I mean?
I'm just asking.
No, you know what I mean? And that's what it was. The very first time. And after that time, I didn't have sex again until I was 16. You know what I mean? So that's kind of 13. 13 was the first time, and I didn't start experimenting and really get into it again until I was 16.
Ooh.
Right.
Okay, but is it my turn?
Yes, it's your turn.
14.
14.
I lost my virginity to a 17-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
You
was
doing it big.
Big. Taught me everything I knew at that time.
At that time?
Yeah. I had her all the way 14 all the way till I was 15. And she was 18 and we broke up.
Damn.
Me and her was together 9 months.
Yeah.
So, before I tell y'all how old I was,
It's all good.
like, y'all wasn't scared? Like,
no,
sex didn't scare y'all?
No.
And I would like to know why it didn't scare
I
y'all.
watched porn.
So you was watching porn at what age?
10 and up.
So you was watching the old school tapes with the brothers with the jeans on with no drawers under.
Nigga, my dad had a whole bag full of porno DVDs.
You sneak in.
And I was in there like this.
Booty talk value.
What? I had Booty Talk 9.
Yeah.
Come on, man. I was in there like this. So he already knew I had it. Where's my stuff? What are you talking about?
I seen a meme on TV today. It said, "Yo, Pornhub and these videos ain't got nothing on them videos that our parents had when we was 13."
Back in the day.
Back in the day.
No, I did all. I used to watch it all. I was ready. It's the day she told me it's time. I draw
At 14?
right on the patio. Lost my virginity.
At that time, you still wearing Spider-Man drawers.
You got me messed up, nigga.
So you wearing boxes at 14?
Yeah.
See, I wasn't
high
scared.
school.
I wasn't scared. I wasn't scared because I was already hanging out with my cousins on the weekends, and they was already going to the room, and that was the thing to do. You know what I mean? And I was the one in the living room, so
wow.
I was just missing out.
I was getting head before 14.
By the time it was my turn, it was just that's the motion of it. That's how it go. That's the action. That's a series of events for the evening.
Hold on, mama gonna watch his mom.
Listen, mom.
I didn't have sex at 14, mom.
Mom, you crazy.
My mom was watching this. My mom's gonna be watching this.
Listen,
She was ready to watch live. She was ready to watch live and ask
we
questions.
just being transparent and being honest. And I mean,
Mom, I never had sex in none of your houses. I respected all your houses. I would tell you that right now. Now, what happened outside of them houses ain't gonna do
now for me, I was 19.
You lost your virginity?
I was 19, bro.
Wow.
I was 19.
Wow. So you had a different focus.
And let me tell you.
I come in that.
Let me tell you why. Because I was scared. Like, and when I told my boys that, when I tell you they laughed at me, it was so crazy. And I went home. And I told my grandfather. Like, I was like 15, 16. I'm like, yo, like, I'm one of the best athletes in the state of Cali. You know what I'm saying? Like,
So you get attention.
All these women that's coming for me, but every time I'm like, nah, I'm good. Like, I'm scared because all my homeboys was having kids. Like, girls was getting pregnant and all that. I'm like, you know what? I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? And I went to my grandfather and was like, I'm scared. And my grandfather was like, if you're scared, don't do it. If you ain't ready, don't do it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then when I got to college, it just happened. It was
you didn't have a choice, you was gonna get raped.
It just happened, and then
he started athleting in college.
Listen, and listen, let me tell you what's so crazy. After the first time, I called my grandfather and said, yo, I did it. He said, what you talking about? I said, I finally had sex. He said, oh my God.
You was an animal after that.
Listen, I thought I was addicted to it.
Yeah.
In class, that's all I thought about.
What? What's
I couldn't wear basketball shorts, sweats, nothing.
You want to know what? I'd imagine you losing your virginity at that age would be tough.
It was
Because
tough.
once your mindset changes at that age, I'd imagine it's just like, okay, this thing is different.
Once you feel that little area for the first time, is.
But what happened was, it was with my high school girlfriend. So I drove from Kansas all the way back to Cali.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? We said, listen, I'm coming back. We're gonna do it, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And even in college, like, I still had them coming for me, but I'm like, I'm not sleeping with nobody else. So I got, you know, and then after that, you know, I broke up.
Started cheating.
I broke up with my girlfriend once I got back to college.
Driving from Kansas City.
the ride back was like, you know what?
I finally know what this feel like. I'm about to go crazy.
It ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work out. We need to see other people.
It was bad. When I lost mine at 14, it was bad.
And I just look at it now, like, now when I think about it, you know what I'm saying? It's the same thing I said. It's so many babies out here having babies. You know what I mean? You got grandparents that's like 35, 40.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I didn't know women can get pregnant so early, and then I found out, like, my mother had me when she was 14. She had my brother when she was 13.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I said, so it scared me because being a parent is for real. Like, parenting is real. When I see your family out there, bro, I be like, yo, like, parenting is real.
Them niggas is bad. This is different. Like, I got the kind of kids that I used to get mad at other people's kids.
They ain't that bad. They're not that bad. Chill out, bro. They're not that bad.
Listen, first of all, let me say, the environment that you put them in, the flag football ring. You put them in the environment where all their uncles is out there, and they get to see the riled up uncle. They see the nice uncle sometimes, but you know, flag football is something different. You got sad out there tackling.
I'm thinking on the set right now in my head. Right now I'm thinking about
the first person I thought about.
Yeah, seriously.
And then you don't take it lightly. You're a different person. I think we're all different on the flag football field than other times when they see us and it's like, hey, uncle, what's up, what's up, what's up? And then on the flag football field, they see a different side of us. Because we're all different, I think, when we get on the flag football field. You know what I'm saying? I think the mentality is different. You know, but man, I asked that question because I was having that conversation with my grandmother. And my grandmother was like, yo, like, it's so crazy how far you've come. You know what I'm saying? And the maturity and your faith. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes we put ourselves in positions that we're not ready for or we're not prepared for. And then when it happens, we have to adjust. You know what I mean? Like, he's going to have to adjust to marriage because it's not the same as what he's gone through the last 10 years.
Right.
I mean, sis is going to be expecting more. She's going to be expecting some things to be different. People say all the time it's just a title. No, it's not.
Right. Right.
Marriage is not just a title. Husband is not just a title. Ask Chris McWilliams if it's just a title. Ask Munchie now that he's married if it's just a title. Ask anybody that's married. I think in just my experience, you're more attractive when you're married.
100%.
Just what I've experienced in my life as a husband.
See, I ain't gonna experience that. So that's kind of scary. That's kind of scary.
When I was married, bro, and for some reason I just got finer to everybody else. Like, for real. Women were coming from nowhere. Like, they see the ring, they see it all. And you become what they want. And I think it's like, you know, women outnumber men. So a lot of these women are never getting married. A lot of them are never getting married. So a lot of these women want what, damn, he a husband? Man, she must be lucky. Let me see something. Let me shoot my shot. And I mean, I think it's tough.
So, D. Davis said it's hard on us. It's hard on us, man.
It is, bro. It is, bro. Okay, so is faithfulness hard? Is being faithful hard? You've been in a relationship for 10 years. Is being faithful hard? Even when you love somebody.
If you want me to tell you the guys on the shoot, being faithful is 100% difficult. Especially when you're in a committed relationship.
I'm gonna be honest. I've been in long-term relationships.
Yeah.
And being faithful is definitely hard. It is. It is. Even if you just look at the temptation that's put in front of you.
Because we're a man, we operate differently from women.
Absolutely, you're gonna be tempted.
Women can see it. We see a man that she think attractive, and she just wave him off.
As a man, you find yourself in different situations
you see a
that
woman
women
like,
will never find themselves in. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
different tribulations that women will never find themselves in, and it's different. You know what I mean? And it takes a lot of strength. It does. It does. It is hard.
I definitely agree with that, man. I think that, you know, just from social media, like when I go to Instagram, listen. The first 30 pictures, bad, damn, oh my, bad. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just what it is.
Right.
I think now for me being 41, and I think being faithful, period, is just a mindset. When you're at a point and you've had every different type of woman.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm at that point. Like I've had there's not a woman in this world that I haven't been with.
Trust me, I know. That's why I've been stuck with this motherfucker.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I know she be cussing you the hell out sometimes. No. But you wouldn't trade it for nothing in the world. You wouldn't trade it for what you see out here today.
Never in life.
Right.
You know?
And that's where I'm kind of feel like I'm getting out of life. You know, I'm 30 years old. I've been single. I've been ready to get married, and it hasn't happened. So I've been having a lot of fun mingling around, and now it's like, all right, I done kind of did everything that I want to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
I've done doing what I want to do. You know, so now that I've explored and did everything under the sun that I wanted to do, now it's like, okay, now I'm looking for what the goal was all this time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's where I'm at now.
So how do we feel about fake bodies? Like, how do we feel about that? Like, would you allow? I wouldn't even say allow. Just is a fake body cute to you? What do you prefer? Like, do you?
I'm all natural, but I don't. The one thing I can't stand is fake ass.
Big facts.
I love ass. I mean, it don't matter if it's little, big, huge, if it's real.
So you can tell when it's that fake ass.
Yes, you can
tell when it's that fake ass. You're like, yeah, this ain't it. You mess it all up.
It don't matter, but no, I'm all natural. I'm not opposed to fake titties, because I mean I really don't have a problem with them. I like all natural. Fake titties don't bother me. Fake ass irritates me.
Right. Okay. Me myself, this is 2021. It's like a new age. Everyone can kind of explore what makes them happy, explore what you're looking for. I personally don't have a problem with it. You know what I mean? Because what happens a lot of times, people get fake asses and they get fake breasts and they get fake body parts, and it makes them happier.
Big fact.
It makes them more confident. You know what I mean? And a lot of times when you're with a woman that's more confident, she's a totally different woman. You know what I mean? And sometimes that can make your relationship better. The fact that she's more confident.
For sure.
And so I don't have a problem with it. Hopefully I can rub on it and it excites me the same. But you know, I don't have a problem with it. I'm definitely down for everybody exploring what makes them happy, exploring what makes them feel more comfortable. You know, absolutely.
You know the difference in real ass and fake ass.
You definitely do.
That ripple.
Yeah, and when you shake a little bit.
When you rub it like this, and if it don't do this, if it don't do
move
the
your
way,
hand, that's not what you're not. That's what I was looking for.
if it just do this, yeah, I'm good, girl.
Man, and I'm team all natural, man. I'm
all natural.
That's just me.
You see my woman
for sure. I prefer all natural.
You see my woman little.
Yeah, I prefer just, you know, come as you are. You know what I'm saying? I ain't putting no weight limit on or nothing like that. You know what I mean? If I'm feeling you, I'm feeling you. You know what I'm saying? For me, attraction is I'm attracted to your soul, how you treat me, how you talk. You know what I'm saying? If you got some pounds on you, we can lose some weight. You know what I'm saying? I go to the
together. We go to the gym together.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
I don't. You know, I feel like a lot of the times these women are getting these fake bodies due to being insecure.
But they fail to realize with the fake body, you have to work out to keep them.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's real. That's
real.
real.
That's 100%
I'm saying that stuff
No.
lately. Like a lot of these women like been dying because they get these ass shots and their bodies been just deteriorating.
No, really though, because I was talking to a young lady that had just done a whole
have to
body
work out.
sculpting, and your body looked great. And then COVID hit, and you're stuck at home, and you can't do nothing, and it all came back. You done wasted
That's
all the money you spent.
That's crazy.
And now it's okay. Well, it's time to do it again. And it was like, well, dang, like we're just gonna do it again. Like, all right.
And I'm
well,
saying,
at what
like,
point, Willis? You're right.
We seeing, like in the news, we been seeing women dying getting these surgeries. You know what I'm saying? Putting their health at risk just to be able to get some likes on Instagram, get a double tap. You know what I'm saying? And put their health at risk and in danger. Like, you willing to go through all this just to say you look a certain way. You feel me? And I'm not willing to bow to that. Like, my woman can't come to me and say, hey, I want to get this done in my body. Well, hey, let's go get a gym membership and work out together. I can push you to that. But I ain't letting nobody, I don't let nobody stick no needle in you and put some fake shit inside your body to where, guess what? You got to keep up with that.
Right.
And one thing you can't defeat is time. We all age. We all get older. Does that shit in your body get older too? Or do it stay the same? I feel like a lot of these, when you got, I said, as older you get, you got to keep getting surgeries done. I think when you get one, you got to get multiple.
No, you're right.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, to even to bring up the point that you mentioned, like, we can go to the gym and fix any problem that you feel like you have with your body.
Big facts.
But if we have surgery and we do it surgically, to maintain,
You gotta go to the
we
gym.
still gotta go to the gym, and we still gotta do exactly what we would have been doing from the get-go in the first place to maintain.
Big facts. So listen, this is we finna touch on something that's, you know, very, very important. I think a lot of us have gone through this. I think a lot of us maybe be even going through it now. I know a lot of my brothers and my sisters go through this. I talk to them daily. But we just talking about our mental health. You know what I'm saying? Like, so on a scale from 1 to 10, what does your mental health look like? And just explain it. You know what I'm saying? So CJ, we're gonna start with you. Just on a scale from 1 to 10, what is your mental health?
What's
One being
1 being the lowest and 10 being the highest. Like, where you at mentally? Like, you know what I'm saying?
you said so 10 being the highest?
10 being the highest.
10
Like, I'm good.
yeah.
Yeah, and then 1 being the lowest, like you're just not doing good. I feel like if you're doing anything lower than a 7, you need some help. You're doing anything lower than a 5, you need some help.
I'm a 7.
Big facts. For sure.
I'm a 7. Majority the reason I'm even that high is because I got shit to live for. I can't let my mental health get below anything because I got kids. They look out for they look up to me, so I can't get too low. Wifey, she look to me for a lot of shit, so I can't get too low. It could be higher. I mean, more money could be made. I could make better decisions on certain shit. Just
Absolutely.
on top of that, just
For sure. For
on
sure.
top of that, I'm a 7.
Man, that's so seven.
Okay, I feel it. I'm myself. I'm a 5. I'm gonna be real. I'm a 5.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
We can work on
I know I have work to do. You know what I mean? I know I have a lot of work to do. I gotta improve. I gotta improve my mental health, and a lot of that I have to admit comes to do with, of course, COVID. You know what I mean? COVID definitely shut a lot of stuff down. It kind of locked you into a box.
Yeah.
And it didn't do anything but make you think about where you're at in life, where you're gonna be at in life when this box opens up. You know what I mean? So because it caused you to do all those things, it definitely put me in a place as far as being 30 years old and being single, and of course I have all these goals and things I want to accomplish. And of course, I don't know how much time I'm gonna have to accomplish those things because it's COVID going on, and when next time I can kind of pick back up and pick up on my game. So, you know what I mean? Things happen, of course, you know what I mean? Mental health is serious, you know what I mean? And I want to say this because as culture people, as black people, we feel like mental health is not serious. We feel that when we are suffering from mental illness, that we're not allowed to speak up or seek help, or you know what I mean? And so that causes us not to be able to thrive the way that we need to thrive, you know what I mean? Or get the help that we need to help, or maximize the resources that we have in one another. You know what I mean? So it definitely is a big thing.
I definitely agree. For me, hey CJ, if you wanna,
I got that. I got it.
Okay.
I don't give a fuck about this side.
For me, I would say I'm about a 7 as well.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? One thing I can tell you about just mental health period, like it's real, bro. Like it's really real. The most amazing thing I ever did was seek counseling. You know what I'm saying? There's been times in my life where, suicide was a thought.
Right.
You know what I mean? There were times where, I've had some really dark days, man.
I know the feeling.
There were times where even my childhood affected a lot of decisions that I made in my
And you
life.
probably didn't even realize it.
I didn't.
You didn't.
I didn't until I went.
Right, and that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at.
Until I sat down and really talked to somebody and got some things out. You know what I'm saying? And I think in our community, a lot of the times, counseling is like we crazy because we go. But that's one of the most amazing things I ever did in my life.
Right.
That's why I'm able to do what I do now.
Right.
That's why I'm able to help so many people now, because of the counseling that I got when I was at my lowest point. You know what I'm saying? We can always improve as people. You know what I mean? I think at 41, what I've learned is you can never stop learning. You can always learn something new. But the most amazing and precious thing is life. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't know how much time we got left.
Right.
You know what I mean? I can't think about tomorrow because I'm still living in today. And yesterday don't matter because I've been blessed to wake up today.
Right.
You know what I mean? So my mental health is so important to me. You know what I mean? And I'm not gonna let nobody play me out of my mental health. So I will eliminate myself from negativity before I dive into it. I won't allow myself to be attached to some clown shit, because it can take me back to a place that I don't want to be. You know what I mean? So I think, anybody out here that's listening to this, or listen, there's nothing wrong with going to seek help. Like a lot of people out here need it.
Right.
Facebook ain't the place to get help.
Right.
It ain't.
Right.
Facebook ain't the place to vent. We've been on Facebook, and then we wonder why people be in our business. We wonder why people know things about, like, I literally have people on my page that put every single thing that they do on social media. Oh, I'm going to the eye doctor. Oh, I'm going to get my lashes done. Oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. I'm like, your whole life? There's just some things that you should just go do just cause, without social media having to know about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and some people would go crazy without social media. And there are days I just take off.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even post nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Because I need to get myself together. I need to regroup. It's crazy when you're helping everybody else and then you look in the mirror and ask, well, who gonna help me?
Right, right. Or even if you're taking care of yourself.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah. I think, you know, when we talk about mental health, man, we can go down the line about how many people we know that's just going through it.
And we can. And a lot of times we don't even realize that we need help.
Yeah.
Because what happens is we kind of go through the problems that are in our head, and what we're going through in our head so much that we don't talk to no one and verbalize what we're going through and realize like, hey man, that's kind of messed up. You know what I mean? That's really affecting me.
Yeah.
And we don't realize what's affecting us. We don't realize that the traumatic traumatizations and the situations we're going through as kids, that how they affect us as adults and how they affect us in our relationships now that we're trying to do things as adults. You know what I mean? And a lot of times when you speak to someone else and you get help, you find out those things.
That's why it's good to do that.
Absolutely. You find out things like, hey, I never realized that when that happened to me at 12 years old, that's caused me now to be in relationships and do this in my relationships now. A lot of times we don't realize that.
Just not even being a black man, just being a man in general. I think the hardest thing for a man to ask for is help.
Because that's one thing we don't do. We don't ask for help and we don't talk.
I see it on Facebook all the time. What's the hardest thing to say? Is I need money or something like that. I need help. No, sorry, I need help. Or sorry, I need help. Or I love you. Hardest thing to ask is I need help.
And for me, what I've started doing now, like I've just started to check in on my brothers. Like I'll just write a post like, you know, I'm just checking on my brothers today. Like I'll pray everybody's well and everybody doing good. You know what I mean? I'll send a massive text out. I'll make some calls, or I'll just put a post on social media, just to put that out there, because ain't nothing wrong with to me. Like I have brothers in my life, and you two or both or some of them. Like I have people in my life where I can call. It don't matter what time it is. It don't matter what time I just need somebody to talk to. You know what I'm saying? And I'm the same way. You know what I'm saying? Especially with me being in the business that I'm in. You know what I mean? Like my door's always open, my phone always on, because I've saved so many people just by picking up my phone.
Right.
Or giving them a hug. Or just saying, bro, it's gonna be okay. Like I've had brothers who've been in the midst of committing suicide, whether it's a relationship or they lost their job or they just dealing with some stuff, and just being able to comfort them and let them know that, bro, it's gonna be all right.
Right.
Because guess what? Little do you know, the world needs you. You living for something. You living for something. I'm living for something.
And you know that's big, because you know that's how I ended up reaching out to you.
Yeah.
Was because I ended up watching how you carry yourself and watching how you do things and looking for someone like, hey man, I know I'm a phenomenal young man at 30 years old, but I still aspire to be more. And in order for me to aspire and be more and achieve that, I got to surround myself around someone that can cause influence to me. And that's how we ended up linking up and kind of being.
For sure, you reached out to
being here. I reached out to you like, yo, Nate, you married, you got your stuff together, like, you let me pick your brain and let me learn stuff from you. And a lot of times it's as simple as that, just putting yourself in an environment and putting yourself around positive people that can bring value to you in your life, your situations.
And that's why you're in my wedding.
I mean, listen,
man, stack it up, get a list.
And it's a blessing. I always say, like, I've been through so much in my life, I've experienced so much in my life. I don't want my brothers to go through the same thing I've had to go through.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want my brothers to have to endure what I've had to endure. You know what I mean? A lot of the times, brothers look up to other brothers for guidance. I can't lead none of my brothers into a dead end. You feel me? If one of my brothers is making a mistake, I want to be able to go to my brother and say, you're wrong for that. Without them being mad. And I would rather you be mad at me for telling you the right thing than you being okay with me for telling you to do the wrong thing.
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. And I can't speak for CJ. I can't, and then you can attest, amen to this not, but I need more people in my life that I can rely on when I'm making a mistake they can hold me accountable. They can say like, yo, ex or lady at home.
And every single one of the people was in my wedding.
Man, see, and that's great. So you can preach and you can attest it, and that's what I'm looking for. You know what I mean? And that's why I'm at the place in my life. You know what I mean? Because for so long I've been the smartest of my friends.
That's
I've been the most financial of my friends. And so now it's time for me to put myself in a different category or a different perspective to where I'm not the smartest of my friends. I don't make the most money of all my friends. And that's when you begin to put yourself in the right circle, when you can find value in the people that hang out around you. You know what I mean? So I definitely can attest to that.
Every single one of my grooms, man, my best man, all of them is older than me.
I'm only 28. Yeah, right, I just found I was older than you.
I'm only 28.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm still young.
Right, absolutely.
I got a lot to live for. I got 3 beautiful children. I got a lot to live for.
And the fact that you said you've been with your lady for, you said 9 years? Almost 9 years.
Right.
He still came on the mic and was like, I got work to do. I got shit to work on. You know what I mean? I'm getting married, but I know that that's not the end. I still got, that's tremendous.
Because
that's powerful.
That's where it starts. Like, we have to hold ourselves accountable, and we have to set a standard. Like he's raising a daughter. He's raising young men. Man. So if they don't look at anybody, it's gonna be him. You feel me? Like it's gonna be him. Like I got mentors in my life that I talk to every day. I got, you know what I'm saying, I got friends in my life that, you know, I talk to every day just to pick their brain, because I'm still learning. I'm learning how to be a good man. I'm learning how to, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to that, be the most amazing husband ever. You know what I'm saying? I'm learning to, you know what I'm saying, be able to put my pride to the side and be accountable for everything I do, everything I say, not push the envelope. I don't have time to worry about no mess or no drama. But I got time to be happy. I got time to be an amazing friend. I got time to be a protector. I got time to be a husband. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got time for stuff like that. I don't have time for nonsense. And I know that as men, sometimes we just gotta take it there. But now, I dial it down. I gotta catch myself a lot of times before I argue with somebody. I gotta catch myself a lot of times and say, you know what? Somebody who ain't got nothing to lose could care less about what I got to gain. Could care less. So we already know the streets ain't fair. We know everybody ain't playing fair. Everybody ain't fighting fair.
At all.
I'm 6'5", 270. Ain't nobody fighting me.
I'm only 6'1", 290, 300. Ain't nobody want to fight me.
Exactly.
Man, one of y'all. And if I do, it ain't gonna be fair. Like you said.
Exactly.
So that's exactly what you said.
You know what I mean? So I gotta, my mental health gotta be on point, because I got things to live for. I got people to live for. My baby sister counting on me. My niece counting on me. You know what I'm saying? I can't let them down. My mother's not here.
Rest her soul.
You know, my father's not here to, you know what I'm saying, to be able to protect us. So I've been left to do that. So I have to put myself in a position to where if it's some nonsense, like why would I go to a club that they've shot at the last 10 weekends? Why would I go there? I know we all gotta go, but I'm not gonna assist to it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to assist to it. I've seen more on my timeline. I've seen more funerals than I've seen birthday parties, bro.
Right, and that's real.
Like I've seen more funerals than I've seen birthday parties. Every day is rest in peace somebody. You know what I mean? It's just the world we live in is crazy. That's why your mental health gotta be on point. And if it's not, ain't nothing wrong with getting some help.
Yeah. My mental health, it didn't grow. Cause before I used to let anything and everything bother me. It's just all about growing.
It's insecure. I mean,
no, 100%.
When I tell you, like, I was so insecure because I was always trying to prove something to somebody. I was always had to prove something. I'm always, I got the most money, or, you know, I got the latest car, or, you know what I'm saying?
Not even just that, people just always trying to downplay your name. You just gotta learn to, like my big bro Chief said, you gotta just, it's all about your happiness, all about your energy. Really? And that's all I'm about. I mean, really? I got people talking down on me still to this day. I don't even bring them up.
Yeah, for sure.
And they gonna see this, and I want them to.
Because what do they really mean?
Nothing.
Nothing
What
at
do they
all.
really mean? Every bill that comes to your house is in your name.
It says,
Right,
says my
right.
name.
You know what I'm saying? Like, when you wake up in the morning, you see them 3 beautiful kids. You wake up to your beautiful fiance. They count on you. They believe in you.
100%.
I met your grandmother and your mother this weekend. They believe in you.
Right.
They proud of you. Your father smiling. Listen, ain't nothing to be mad about. You know what I'm saying? I got the same thing. People mad about the type of business I'm in. I'm a relationship coach. This is what I do. You can't be mad at me because you're not doing what you're supposed to do in your relationship and your woman reaching out to me. How you mad at me? Because guess what? If you would have reached out first, I would have gave you the same exact advice.
Right.
I say this all the time. Can't nobody tell me, there's not a woman on social media. Listen to what I'm saying. There's not a woman on social media that can say I'm in her inbox, trying to holler at her. But I guarantee you there are hundreds that can tell you that I'm giving them advice so they can live in their happiness, whether it's male or female. Whether it's male or female.
That's powerful.
Because that's what I'm about, bro.
Right.
I don't use my platform to sleep with nobody. I don't use my platform to try to holler at nobody. I use my platform to try to help people, whether I'm single or not. Like, I ain't trying to, I don't want nobody else's woman. I don't want nobody else to jump off. I don't want nobody else's wife, and I'm not sharing nobody.
Facts.
Period.
Man.
Period, bro. We gotta be for real and be clear.
Right.
Because people want to jump to conclusions because of what they heard. No, you come to me. You can't go nobody else about Nay and talk to Nay about Nay. And unless it's somebody that knows me. Somebody that genuinely knows me.
And speaking facts. And back up facts. Really.
For real. Can't nobody go to CJ and say, man, that nigga ice shady.
And I'm but to say that right there, yeah. Somebody come to me and say that to you, I'm gonna say, nah.
I've never seen it.
I gotta see it.
You gotta show me something. You gotta show me something. You gotta show me some hardcore.
Show me some proof.
That's the type of nigga I am. You can't down talk my nigga in front of me.
You can't.
Really. You can't say nothing bad about my homie.
We go to the football field right now. I go to somebody, they be like, hey man, that nigga X, he be tripping, he be acting like a hoe. Hey, check this out. Don't say that shit around me.
Big facts.
Keep that.
Because that's who I am.
Right.
I'm not your friend. That's my brother.
Right.
I'm not gonna let you downplay my brother in front of me. That says too much about me.
Man.
I'm not gonna go to X and say, well, this person said this. No, I'm gonna tell them what I said to that person.
What you say back.
For real. And if
Really?
and whatever it comes to, that's what it comes to. Because I'm going to protect my brother's name.
Right.
If my brother's wrong, then you go to him, but you're not gonna say it in front of me.
Right. You can go address the issue with him.
You go address
And I
your
will
issue
fix
with
that.
him.
Right.
And that's what we got going on too much these days,
Man,
man.
that's facts. I'm going through it right now.
Nobody want to sit at the round table and be honest. Nobody want to sit. The brothers these days will run to the blue app, but won't sit at the blue table and say, you know what, this is my problem with you. This is why me and you beefing. How can we fix this? Whether we can or we can't. How can we fix this problem?
Right.
Because I would rather fix it than to watch one of us die.
Right.
I would rather fix the problem than to watch one of us die.
Really. And where I'm from, sometimes it's okay to be at disagreements.
It's okay.
It's okay to be at odds and be like, well, guess what? We gotta disagree and get disagreed. And you know, sometimes, guess what? You gotta fade. Sometimes we gotta fade, and guess what? We gonna shake hands after this, CJ. We gotta fade this one time. We gonna shake hands after this. And if anybody upset to you, I got your back.
100%.
Then me and you gotta figure out our stuff. And sometimes it comes down to that.
And I don't want you to die.
No! We're not gonna
kill
die.
you.
Exactly.
That's never what I'm on.
But
Exactly.
you had these brothers out here
No, really.
that's all they talk about. I'm gonna go grab a pistol. I'm gonna go do this. I'm gonna go do that.
And I got all of that, but I don't want. I'm not ready to use what I got unless you threaten my family.
That's it.
Right.
You can threaten me all you want.
No,
that
but
shit don't-
disagreement.
That shit don't bother me.
Right. Right. It's been a couple times where I done fought homies over disagreements. We're gonna fight over this disagreement, and we're gonna continue to be homies like we've been for the past 5 years. over this disagreement.
No, but see, even
It's so much like
even
that.
nowadays, people let disagreements ruin shit.
And bro, separate
So
them.
just let it, just talk. Y'all to talk. My thing is, go to the source. Don't. It's cool to talk to other people about your problems, but bring it to the source. I don't want nobody to think right now that I'm subbing you. I'm not. It's just in general. It ain't got nothing to do with nobody.
Right.
I've had to learn to do this shit. If you have a problem with a certain person, bring it to them.
Big facts.
Don't say if I got a problem with X, I'm not finna. Oh, hey, nah, I'm in this thing X, man. I don't know what he on right now.
You're not gonna talk to me.
I'm gonna talk to X.
Right. You're not big up Nate and be like, yo, this is what X did.
Yeah.
This is how I don't feel about what he did. You don't come directly.
I'm
to me.
gonna take my problem here. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's why I
Yeah.
fuck with the niggas I fuck. That's why I fuck with you. That's why I fuck with you. That's why I fuck with Cheese. That's why I fuck with Feeds. All the niggas like that. Cause they're gonna bring it to the table.
Right.
And we have to go. We gotta protect each other.
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
I
really?
gotta protect my
Really?
brothers, man. I gotta protect my sisters. You feel me? Like at the end of the day, like life is what it is. Life is a beautiful thing.
No.
I'm-
Life is a beautiful thing,
Yo.
but you can lose it faster than you gain it.
No, and that's the mentality that we have to have, because I feel like we're the only culture that does not have that mentality
We
of
don't.
protecting one
we
another.
don't, bro. We don't.
Yeah, we can get into it, we can
We don't,
argue
bro.
today, but guess what? John Smith cannot argue with you,
Nah.
because it's time for me to get involved now, but John Smith not gonna argue with you. We as a people definitely need to become more united, and we definitely need to have a better understanding of one another. Because if anybody's going through the same things that I'm going through, it's going to be my brother here, my brother here, my brother right there. It's not going to be someone way over there. It's not going to be him. We can relate to each other, and we can vibe with each other, and we can work out all our issues, and we can thrive as a culture as long as we're willing to realize what our end game is, and we're willing to work towards that goal. And that's how I feel, honestly.
That's real, man. I don't have to know you to love you, man.
Really,
I don't have to
really.
love
That's
you.
fact, because I mean, this just before, because it's about to be that time, I guess.
Nah, we good. Go ahead.
Oh, okay.
We good, let's go.
Out of all my groups, all my best now, I've known you the least.
Absolutely.
In years wise, months wise.
Oh, really? Okay, okay.
You're on there. You're on there.
Yeah. And I think a lot of the guys understood why.
They see none of them complaining.
They understood why. Because
Absolutely.
I'm the same person to them. I can only be who I am. I ain't perfect,
No.
but I can only be honest with you about where I come
And
from,
that's all people should expect nowadays.
where I come from, what I've done, where I'm trying to go, and what I ain't dealing with. I don't want no negative vibes around me. That's why when I see two of my brothers getting into it, let's talk it out. Let's figure this out.
Mm-hmm.
We either gonna squash it, or y'all just need to go your separate ways. But if we brothers, we need to get it done today and leave it alone. We don't need 10 different stories of what happened.
If you ever said like at the end of the day, to piggyback off you, if I call you my brother, whether we have to, no matter what direction it go, outside of like gun violence, we should from once we do that, we should be able to be back cool again.
Big fact.
Whether we gotta
No,
scrap
really.
and we gotta get that out the way, whether we gotta have a big ass
Really.
argument where it
Really.
sounds like we might go that way,
Yeah.
it gotta be that.
Because sometimes you gotta do that just for respect.
Yeah.
No, really,
Yeah. A lot of
really.
guys don't respect you. Like sometimes your brothers just don't respect you. So listen, we gotta get it in. So you respect me, but we get the boxing gloves. You know, it is what it is. Like I'm into that.
I'm definitely into
And
I'm really into
and
that.
I've
I'm really
been,
into that.
I've taken L's. I've taken L's from some of my older brothers, and I've taken a couple L's from some of my younger brothers. And you know what?
I'm the older brother, so I can't.
And you know what? Like it is what it is. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? Like that the love didn't go nowhere.
Right.
I may be mad because I took my L,
But you learned.
but I learned.
Right.
But
You know what?
But
You learn.
you're not gonna take it past that boxing match.
Right.
Nah.
Right.
thing.
And
It's
you
not.
learn. That's the most
It's not.
crucial thing in life right now. It doesn't matter how old you get, how young you are, how old you are. You always have something to learn.
Big
You know what I
Because
mean?
out of all my partners, I might be one of the. I think I am the youngest. No, my boy Sock is.
You is one of your, because I just realized you was your
Yeah,
age,
Sock
bro. And I
is-
was shocked.
Sock,
bro. I thought
Sock
you
is
was older than me.
27. Well, no, Sock and Chris.
See? I thought you was older than me, bro.
No, man. That's
Yeah,
this,
see.
this, and
Got some kids.
yeah, the kids get
That's
this
baby
age.
fat on me.
Kids are having years on me. Kids,
Yeah.
Stitcher got 3, so.
For real.
I'm in the gym though.
Well, listen, man. I just want to say I appreciate my brothers for coming through the night, you know what I'm saying, and chopping it up. You know, this, like I said, we got so much more to come. Like, this ain't nothing that just overnight we doing. This ain't nothing that we just gonna stop and do this or whatever. This is something that, you know, we're gonna keep it rocking and we're gonna keep it rolling and we're gonna keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? Positive vibes only, and you know, real honest and real love. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be times where we real emotional on the show. There's gonna be times where we just having fun. We've done all of that in this show, and that's just what it is. All wins, 0 losses.
We gotta talk about one more thing before you cut it off.
What we got going on?
The 2-year-old that lost his life.
The name, what was the name again? Was it Amari?
I think it was
Amari.
I spoke on that.
Oh, yeah, oh, okay.
No, not on the show.
Oh.
I did a live video.
Oh, no, I saved that because I didn't get to watch it.
You know what, man? That's some of the sad. Man, y'all can go ahead because that's
I'm gonna go because I got 3 kids.
That for me is so sad, bro.
Number one, whoever the father was of that baby, if he was in that baby's life, RIP. If you wasn't, ain't that shit you could say. Just off the fact is, if me and baby, it was to ever break up, there's no way impossible I would ever want my kids around another man. I don't give a fuck how. That's just me. I'm not going out of town without my baby. Working, nothing. Now, everything is in-house. Just the fact that a 2-year-old lost his life, knowing the person, the person that was supposedly his stepdad or the mom's boyfriend he was abusing them prior. I didn't know that.
Wow.
Yeah, my fiance, she dug into all that. There's nothing you can say to me, man. This off the fact is, I got kids. You take any one of my kids, I'm going to jail with you.
It was an innocent baby, man. Like it's
a 2-year-old. I got a 2-year-old.
Like that's crazy.
Somebody take Shay's. You might as well just sign me up for the chair.
Like I was saying, like a lot of these women are so desperate for companionship and don't know who they dealing with.
They'll accept getting beat.
You know what I'm
Or you know what? Even accept the fact that they get all the love from the person they're seeking, and the person they're seeking love from doesn't provide any love to
their children.
Or the loved ones that they have.
You can't just bring any man.
Right.
You can't just bring any man or woman into your home, like with your children.
Right.
Like you.
That you made them. It don't matter who you made them with.
You are the
you.
protector. And this innocent baby lost his life because
you wanted to go out of town or whatever the fuck you wanted to do.
And you left me with a man that already wasn't treating your baby right. Lock her up too. It is what it is.
Facts.
Lock her up too.
I hope that nigga don't make it a year in jail. I'm being generous because they might put him in general population for a little while. I mean, they might save him for a little while. But as soon as they put him in general population, that nigga is good.
It happens all the time. We see it all the time.
Yeah, I seen the Netflix series.
Yeah, these women are allowing these men to come into their home and destroy their kids.
Yeah, because that love they seeking is more important than their kids.
It's crazy.
That's crazy.
Lady, let me tell you this. Don't no man
come before
your babies. Period.
Especially a man that didn't help you make that baby.
Period. Some of you women have amazing baby daddies, but because your attitude is so messed up, because you're so messy, because you're so hurt, you will keep that man from his child to bring another man in the home that don't give up about your child.
I tell baby.
Just to have somebody there.
I told baby, when it was a cold day, we was ever break up. There would never be nothing in life. You would never be child support, and nothing would keep me away from them 3 little bastards.
Man, rest in peace to
the young man.
Young 2-year-old.
And CJ, I appreciate you saying that. Just that remark you just made.
What?
About ain't no child support, ain't nothing keeping me from my kids. A lot of times people be like, yo, she not letting me see my kids.
Yeah, they let that shit.
She not letting me be around my kids. She keeping my kids from me.
I'm fighting.
That paperwork.
There should be nothing. There should be nothing in this world.
My dad's have to deal with it.
Yeah.
There should be nothing in this world that keeps a lady from letting you see your kids.
Big facts.
Because at the end of the day, if you're taking care of responsibilities, You're paying child support.
No, but there are some of the baby mamas that's like absolutely just bitter.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're absolutely right. That's just bitter. But if you're taking care of your child, you're paying child support. No, you're taking care of your child. Guess what? Just like they take us to court as men, you can take your lady to court as a man. As you taking care of your child, but you're not seeing your child. So I encourage more men to do that. I encourage more men to stop using the excuse that someone won't allow you to see your child, because your child's going to grow up one day, and your child's going to ask you, like, how did you let somebody stop you from seeing me? How did you allow someone to stop you from providing from you?
You got to take the proper steps. If I got to go to court and fight, then I got to go to court and fight. Really? How much it costs.
Really?
Whether I lose or not, I need that.
Because we already know, as us men, we behind the 8 ball anyway.
That's why I hate some. I got some homeboys that's got to deal with.
Yeah, for sure.
Shit like that.
I mean, they too, man. Good fathers, man. But
that's what I'm saying.
The court system rapes them, bro.
That's what I'm saying. I got fathers that my kids love this.
Yeah,
it happens.
And I know they love kids. It's just they end up put in a bad situation, and they tell me I'm lucky. I know I'm lucky. I got 3 kids with 1 woman.
Big fact.
Never had any type of child dispute, nothing.
Big fact.
Never had to use a kid over nothing.
Exactly why I say it's so important to be careful who you have children with.
Right.
Yeah, it's cool out here having sex and shit like that, but ain't nothing wrong with strapping up using protection. I know it feel good without it. I know it feel good without it. But that's why having a wife, that's why having a woman you're gonna spend the rest of your life with.
Not even
it's worth it.
Right. Piggyback on it, not even that. Sex feel good, but when you start getting them child support, when child support start taking that money out, you don't feel like
they can't get dropped.
I don't feel like getting them away. Get up early this morning.
Yeah, nigga don't want to have sex that much when that shit cut half his chicken.
I know brothers who can't get driver's license because they owe child support.
Really? I can relate to that to myself. My father himself.
Big fact.
He was supposed to be paying child support all my life and decided not to pay child support till we was all grown.
It's too late.
So you're going to spend the rest of your life paying arrears.
It's too late.
To my mom or to a woman that, guess what, doesn't have to apply those finances to a child no more.
Want that money, to be honest.
Them kids is 28 years old no more, and now you paying whatever you paying a month, $100, $200 a month, and that goes in her pocket because you decided not to do that when your child was younger. And when your child needed it.
That's why I'm blessed to have not even that, just blessed to have a mom I had.
Yeah, for sure.
Because my mom and dad, they separated when me and my sister was young. But what? Shit, I don't even know. Because probably about I was about like 4 years old. Mm-hmm. My mom never made me pick between who I wanted to stay with. Hey, you want to go stay with your dad? Go.
But see,
you want to stay here? Stay.
You want to stay here? Come back.
You was dealing with a woman that knew exactly what she wanted and what she was gonna do, and what she wasn't gonna do is keep her children out of their father's life or keep. You know what I'm saying? Like
you met my mom.
She was gonna do what she had to do, regardless of whether he was there at the house or not. Right.
So you met moms.
Yeah, man. Mom's cool, man.
Yeah, I don't think I met moms yet.
The Mexican lady.
I don't think I've met her yet. I've probably seen her, but I've never met her. I know I met your dad, but I may have not met moms yet.
Yeah, moms is cool, grandma's cool, you know what I'm saying? So listen, man, we just appreciate, like I said, we appreciate y'all.
Y'all really
tuning in with us, man. It's always a blessing. Definitely always a blessing to get with my brothers. But I'm gonna give my brothers the last word, whatever they got for the people, and then I'll finish it off, and we just go from there. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, man, we just appreciate y'all tuning in. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate that.
Right. I definitely appreciate everyone tuning in. I'm gonna speak on mental illness. Don't be afraid to seek help. Don't feel that we as a culture can't reach out for help because of who we are or our experiences. I know the black culture is kind of like accustomed to like we can't reach out to therapists and seek for help, but it's better for us. It provides a better understanding for us to relate to one another. It provides a avenue for us to relate to other people and to thrive. So it's definitely something we should look into. It's definitely something we should be ashamed of, admitting that we need help, or that we're suffering from, definitely reach out and find the assistance that you need to make yourself happy and to get yourself where you need to get yourself. So, I mean, that's what I gotta say. I appreciate y'all tuning in. I'll be back. It's my boy Speak Nay, Visions. Let's go. Always tune in, yo. What's up? Let's go.
You already know what your boy C Jizzle, man. You know, it's the same thing to me, man. Love God, love your family, love your kids, man. And just keep everything on 100. That's all I care about. I'm in a point in my life to where all fake shit can stay the fuck away from me.
Let's go.
I'm just here just to stack this money and just make a better life for me, my wife, my future wife, and my 3 kids. That's all I care, and my brothers. We always gonna rock. We gonna do our thing.
Yeah.
I appreciate y'all tuning in.
Give my man CJ a round of applause again for getting engaged. My bros, can't wait to be at that wedding. It's gonna turn out.
Acting a fool.
So listen, man, y'all know this is Speaking Aint, man. I wanted to get a special shout out to just the ladies, man. Mother's Day just passed, man. And we appreciate y'all. One thing for sure and 2 things for certain. Ladies, queens, you are the strongest being out here. God created you for a reason. He created you to recreate, and he definitely created you to take care of us, because we know sometimes we're hard to deal with. But listen, ladies, we appreciate you. Stay strong. Whatever you're going through, give it to God first. And you know, just keep doing you. Love you. God bless. All wins, 0 losses. I'm with the crew. Y'all know what it is. Let's go. Yeah.